Handré Pollard has just opened up like never before, sharing the most vulnerable confession of his entire career. In an emotional interview released today, the two-time Rugby World Cup winning fly-half admits that every single kick he takes haunts him for days. "People assume when I nail a kick, I just celebrate and move on," he says. But the truth is, I replay that kick in my head for 3 days, analyzing every angle, every movement. What if I'd missed? What if the wind changed? It's torture. And if you're not subscribed right now, you're missing real, raw mental health stories from rugby athletes every single week. So here's what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon, and stay with this channel, because what I'm about to reveal about Pollard's sessions with his sports psychologist will shock you. The man who kicked the winning penalty in the 2023 World Cup final has revealed he now works with a sports psychologist to manage what he calls crippling kick anxiety. This is a true legend, showing incredible vulnerability in helping break the stigma around mental health in rugby. Here's the context that makes this so heartbreaking and brave. Pollard is widely regarded as one of the most clutch kickers in rugby history. He's landed match-winning penalties in World Cup finals. He slotted pressure kicks from the sideline with ice-cold calm. Fans see him as totally unshaken under pressure. But on the inside, he's battling an anxiety most people can't even imagine. The weight of nearly 60 million South Africans watching, expecting, demanding perfection. Pollard carries that alone. Let me read you his exact words about that 2023 World Cup final, because they're shocking. "That penalty to beat New Zealand, everyone remembers I nailed it. But what they don't know is I still have nightmares about it. I dream I miss it. I wake up in cold sweat seeing the ball drift wide. My wife has to calm me down at 2 a.m. because I'm reliving that kick 3 years later, and it still haunts me. That's the reality nobody sees. That's trauma disguised as triumph." But first, here's what Pollard does before every single kick. It's his coping mechanism. "I have a routine," he explains. "Not just the physical stuff, the mental routine. I tell myself, you've done this 10,000 times. Your body knows what to do. Trust the process." But my brain fights back. It screams, "What if you miss? What if you let everyone down?" So I have to argue with my own brain before every kick. It's exhausting. That's the internal battle fans never see. Now, here's where the sports psychologist comes in, and this is what saved Pollard's career. He started working with Dr. Sarah Mitchell in 2024. "I reached a point where the anxiety was affecting my sleep, my relationship, my performance," he confesses. "I'd miss kicks in training and spiral for hours. Dr. Mitchell taught me techniques, breathing exercises, visualization, cognitive reframing. She literally saved me from quitting. That's professional help being the difference between success and complete breakdown." Here's Pollard's description of what happens inside him after he misses a kick, and it's brutal. "When I miss, the world ends. Not just for that game, for days. I replay it constantly, watch it from every camera angle, read every comment on social media, torture myself. My wife has to hide my phone. She knows I'll destroy myself scrolling through the criticism. One missed kick can ruin my whole week. That's the price of being a perfectionist at the highest level." If you're watching this without being subscribed, you're missing the biggest mental health revelations in world sport. Thousands of viewers have hit subscribe after videos like this, so again, tap that subscribe button and switch on the notifications so you don't miss any of this. Now, let's talk about the specific anxiety techniques Pollard uses. First, box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. Then repeat. It calms his nervous system. Second, progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and then slowly releasing each muscle group. Third, positive affirmations. I tell myself, I'm the best kicker in the world. I've done this before, I'll do it again. Even when I don't believe it, I still say it. That's rewiring those negative thought patterns. Here's Pollard on what it feels like to be South Africa's kicker specifically. In other countries, if the kicker misses, people are disappointed. In South Africa, they want to kill you. The abuse on social media is vicious. Death threats, personal attacks. People saying I don't deserve to wear the jersey, all because I missed one kick. That pressure is different. It's heavier, and I carry it every time I step up.
"I spiraled so badly I didn't leave my house for 4 days," he says. "Didn't answer calls, didn't train, just sat there replaying those misses. My wife finally said, 'This isn't normal, you need help.' That's when I called Dr. Mitchell, the best decision I've ever made." That was hitting rock bottom before finally getting help. Now, here's what Pollard's teammates didn't know until recently. He's been hiding this anxiety for years. I never told anyone, not the coaches, not Sia, not my teammates. I thought they'd think I was weak, that I couldn't handle the pressure. But when I finally opened up, you know what happened? They supported me. Eben said, "Bro, I get anxious too." Peter Steff said, "We all do." I realized I wasn't alone. That's the power of vulnerability. Here's what Dr. Mitchell taught him about accepting imperfection. She said, "Pollard, you're going to miss kicks. That's reality. Dan Carter missed. Johnny Wilkinson missed. But you judge yourself on one kick instead of looking at your 85% success rate." She taught me to zoom out, see the bigger picture, and not obsess over individual failures. That perspective changes everything. Before I reveal how this anxiety affects his family, remember, subscribe, hit the bell, and stay with this channel. You definitely don't want to miss the emotional part that comes next. Here's what Pollard said about how this anxiety ripples into his home life. "My wife, Mariette, sees me at my worst. After big games, I'm quiet, withdrawn, not celebrating because I'm replaying kicks in my head. She'll say, 'You won, enjoy it,' but I can't. I'm stuck on the one kick I almost missed. My kids don't understand why Daddy is sad after winning. It breaks my heart. That's the hidden cost of perfectionism." Now, here's Pollard's message to young kickers, and it's important. If you're struggling with kick anxiety, you're not alone. It's not weakness, it's your brain trying to protect you from failure. But you can manage it. Get help, talk to someone, use these techniques. Don't suffer in silence like I did for years. Mental health is just as important as physical health. That's him using his platform to help others. Let me tell you about Pollard's current routine with Dr. Mitchell. They meet weekly, even during the season. Every Monday morning, I talk to Dr. Mitchell. We review the previous game, process any anxiety, and prepare mentally for the next match. It's non-negotiable. Just like I don't skip the gym, I don't skip therapy. It's essential to my performance. That's treating mental health like physical training. Here's what Sia Khaleesi said when Pollard finally opened up about the anxiety. "Rassie's response floored me. He said, 'I knew.' Apparently, coaches had noticed it for years, the way Pollard breathes before kicks, the tension in his shoulders. He'd waited for Pollard to bring it up. When he finally did, Rassie said, 'Whatever you need, sports psychologist, time off, a different routine, just tell me.' That's leadership. That's a coach who truly cares." Now, here's the irony Pollard pointed out. The kicks that give me the most anxiety are the ones I make, because then the expectation is that I'll always make them. Miss one, and people say, "You used to be clutch." The success creates more pressure. It's a vicious cycle. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because tomorrow's video reveals other Springboks battling mental health behind closed doors. And drop a comment below supporting Pollard's bravery. This kind of honesty is why kick anxiety is finally being taken seriously.